Come on. Oh no, it's not sliding enough. Backwards. Well, could have been a lot worse, I suppose.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?
Alright folks, Monk's Boss 5000 here with another fucking video, and I realise I just may have gone out of shot. I feel like I'm in like a weird foreign prison camp in an interrogation room because this light is really bright, and I decided to sit down, and I may do a little wiggle now and again, but I do apologise. But look, my juice is nice and handy, look. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So this is a Friday Foursome video, or a video response to Novabug's latest Friday Foursome video, which was Friday Foursome, I don't know what number it was, I'm a little bit out of the loop of things, but it was, let's just explain what it is. Novabug, YouTube friend of mine, does a series called Friday Foursome where he picks a topic, and it's it's like the question basically, and it's got 4 answers, so it's like 4 favourite game controllers, there you go. And this one is 4 favourite sports games. So I'll put a link to Novabug's channel down below in the comments. Please check him out. I know, well, I shouldn't really say that because he likes Amstrads, but check him out anyway. So the link will be down in the description box, wherever that lives, down below somewhere. Check out a link to his Friday Foursome video, and in there's a link to his Facebook page, Novabug's Facebook page, and there you'll find the other entries for the Friday Foursome, and you vote for who wins. So basically, ignore everything I said, right? Watch my video, click on the link to Novabug's page, click on the link to Facebook, his Facebook page, or maybe I'll just link the Facebook page as well. We'll get there. We will get there. So, I'll link to, watch this, link to Novabug's video, because that's only fair, I suppose. Link to Facebook, his Facebook page, and go and like my video, and then I win. And apparently the prize is, if I win, get ready for this, Novabug will finally admit Novabug will finally admit that I'm already doing the swinging thing, that Spectrums are better than Amstrads. Never saw that one coming, did you? So this week's Friday Foursome is 4 favourite sports games. I do have them written on my phone. Typed on my phone, not written I suppose. 4 favourite sports games. My 4 favourite sports games. I'm not a big fan of sports games, certainly as I've got a little bit older. Maybe so in the past, but not so much now. So my favourite 4 sports games that I liked, which in no particular order, but the 4 that I could think of. Ready? Game number 1 is Super Tennis for the Super Nintendo. Very early Super Nintendo game. Everybody should probably know what it is. I nearly actually bought it when I was at Play Blackpool because it was complete in a box, and it was mint, obviously, because it was probably very common, and it was quite cheap as well. It's a fun tennis game, very playable, straightforward, as most tennis games are, because tennis is kind of straightforward. 2 people hit a ball, unless it's doubles, over a net. Out in 15 love, you know what I'm saying. But very sort of straightforward, easy to play, easy to pick up tennis game. I remember playing it, I think, on my cousin's Super Nintendo originally. And I remember it sort of zooms in or zooms about, I think at the very start, sort of some Mode 7 stuff going on, and then when you change court as well, it all sort of rotates around Mode 7 as well. But it's a very easy to play, pick up, and very enjoyable tennis game, as enjoyable as tennis games can get. They're all quite simplistic, but it is a very good tennis game. One of the few tennis games I actually like. How many times can I say the word tennis game? I do not know, but a good classic Super Nintendo game for me anyway. But number 1 of my choice is Super Tennis on the Super Nintendo. Choice number 2, I couldn't find it. I nearly couldn't find it there. Hopefully I'm still in focus. I tried not to move much. If I'm not in focus, just squint a little bit. or get drunk, and I probably will be in focus. But choice number 2 is the classic. You might get glare, it might not be in focus. There we go. Hypersports for the good old Spectrum. It's an arcade game originally, but I played one of the earliest Spectrum games that I sort of played. I certainly remember playing it with one of my friends who used to live just a couple of streets down the road from me. A couple of houses down the road from me. And I just remember initially, it's one of those button bashing games, but even when you put your initials in, it's like goes around in this weird star formation. It's like weird sound effects. It's button bashing sort of game, but there's, I think, swimming is the first event, which you button bash or wiggle joystick if you're playing with a joystick and press the button to breathe. And they've got clay pigeon shooting as well. We press left and right, and I could never ever get past the level where you were like some weird mustachio man running along off a horse. You know what I mean? Not like a neigh. That was a bit of a camp horse, but not like a neigh horse. It was like a pole vaulty horse type thing. You run along springboard and you do roly-poly things in the air. I can never ever get past that level, but I'm sure there was like archery and stuff, and I'd love to play it pretty sure it's an arcade game, but I'd love to play it in the arcade if I ever saw it. But it's one of these iconic sort of classic Spectrum games. Spent a lot of time playing it with one of my friends when I was a kid. Yeah, I love it. It's just probably extremely heavily nostalgia driven, but it's quite a fun game. Has it got javelin in it as well? I can't remember what's on the back of the box. There's long jump. That's the clay pigeon shooting, swimming. And that's the horse pole vaulting type, not pole vault. Yeah, horse, not neigh, remember. But yeah, it's a very, very playable. Is it on the shelf? Game and a classic game for me. So my second pick is Hypersports. Third game, it's a football game. I don't even like football, let alone anything else. I don't even like football. Don't really like football. Don't watch football. Don't even watch Scotland play football. Scotland's crap at every sport in the world. What did Scotland do? They won curling once, and they're like, "Oh, we're good at curling." Whoa! I can like slide some rocks on some ice and sweep the floor as I go. So yeah, Scotland being good at curling, not a good thing at all. But yeah, football. I don't really like football, don't watch football, but one of the most playable, easy to pick up, fun games that I ever played. And I originally played it on the Amiga, and it worked really well. One fire button, ridiculously easy control. I think it was originally on a cover disc, which was a demo, basically a demo disc. Me and my friend used to play it a lot. But it was Sensible Soccer is what it was. Just the bog old standard sensible soccer. Absolutely classic. Yes, there's some FIFA games that I have dabbled with years ago and I sort of enjoyed them. But Sensible Soccer, like these little tidgy men running about the football pitch, and one fire button, particularly, I don't know what it's like on other systems, but on the Amiga, obviously joystick, one fire button. You tap the button, you do a little pass, you keep your finger on the button, you press the button, then push back, I should say, and the ball goes up. You could carve the ball and everything. The guys would dive. I never probably even played it on a single player. It was just multiplayer. Me and my friend would sit and play it. It was brilliant. Easily pick up and play fun, competitive, multiplayer classic game, I suppose. Don't think I played it on consoles or anything like that, but I remember on the cover discs as well, there was obviously, because it's made by Sensible Soccer, I was going to say, the same people that done Cannon Fodder, Sensible Software, and they had a cover disc demo where I think you were soldiers that kicked about a grenade and the grenade exploded and you could actually blow up your keeper and everything. It was loads of fun. But that choice was Sensible Soccer. I just thought, actually, this camera better record recordings. If I've done all this, you'll never see another video, because after the last time I had camera issues and I never knew it wasn't working until the end of the video, so it better be working. But my next choice is Tiger Woods on the original Xbox, you know what I mean? I think it's 2003, maybe 2004, it's very, very hard. They're all bloody similar. Now, the reason this is one of my favourite sports games, good fun game, don't get me wrong, but probably in my very early 20s, I moved back to the borders, back to the town that I grew up in. And I was a bit affluent as such, had a bit of cash to spend. I didn't work for 6 months, just had a piss about for a summer basically, just got drunk the whole summer. It was awesome. But I rented out a 3-bedroom flat house thing just by myself. Used to, and then like my other friend who lived in town and my other friend who lived out of town would obviously always get together at the flat and would go out and get drunk in the town a lot. So you used to do when you're young, you get drunk a lot. But the thing that we used to do is get some drinks in the house. I had a huge fuck off living room, like ridiculously big. One of my other friends actually did move into the house and end up living with me because it was too big for one person. But the living room was huge, and when I moved into the house, I bought a big 32-inch Sony CRT TV, I think, and I had a couple of big sofa chairs and a sofa. And the living room was really huge. But what we used to do is get some drinks, switch the TV on, switch the Xbox original on, and just push the chairs and the sofa. So they were like really close to the excuse me, the TV, like right in front of it, and we just sit there, drink, and play Tiger Woods. And it was a case of, I think the more you played it, I can't remember what you earned, but you could then upgrade your characters. Like you all had your own character. So if I was playing a multiplayer game with my friends, I would choose to be my own character that I created. They would choose to be their own characters. And the better that you done, the more you could upgrade your attributes on the players. And we got quite competitive at it, and we would play it a lot. Actually, it was more than just the three of us. Even my other friends from down south, when they were up, would just sit round and play it. It was awesome fun. Drinking, playing it, etc. It was a good laugh. And I even remember one of my friends who'd come over and stay and have a night out. He'd even wake up early in the morning to sneakily play Tiger Woods by himself so he could upgrade his character to try and be better than us. It was just awesome. Great game. I've probably not properly played Tiger Woods games since then. But it was awesome. Fun times playing that game with my mates. We played it like religiously, constantly. I'm sure there was little challenges and stuff, and I think it was, you would remember you had to pull back on the stick and smack the power button, then smack it forward, then you smack another button for the spin, and if you took it ever so slightly squint, then you'd knock the ball off course. And, it was just totally cool. Like I say, I'm not sure if it was 2003, 2004, they were all very, very similar, but yeah, good times. So guys, that was a wee bit of waffleage, but that was my 4 favourite sports games. They were, I am looking at my phone now, Super Tennis for the Super Nintendo, Hyper Sports for the Spectrum, what else was there? Sensible Soccer, primarily on the Amigas where I played it, and Tiger Woods 2003/4, I think, for the Xbox original. Like I say guys, video response to Novabugs Friday Foursome series. I nearly forgot to make my wife work there. Links will be down below. Check out Novabugs' video, check out his Facebook page, and I appreciate it if you jump over his Facebook page and like my video when it's there. If it's not there straight away, visit it hourly and daily until it is there, and then you can like it, and we will make Novabug not like Amstrads. You'll have to admit he likes Spectrums, and has to do like a sacrificial burnage of the Amstrad pile in his garden, like an Amstrad sacrificial bonfire. So that's it from me guys. As always, thank you much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you next time.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?